Yo, 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 it's your boy Bigger Dave. If you tune in on this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. The Super Bowl over with. Hey, it wasn't the best of all Super Bowls, all the way down to the commercial. No comment on the halftime show. Now we back to some more drama, folks. And if you did catch the Super Bowl, they had mediocre commercials. But when this one commercial that popped up, everybody noticed it. The Epstein Files survivors called out Pam Bondi to release more of the files. Yes, this was a Super Bowl ad.
I suffered so much pain.
So much pain.
So much pain.
I suffered so much pain. I was 14 years old.
I was 16 years old.
I was 16.
17.
14 years old.
This is me.
This was me.
This is me.
When I met Jeffrey Epstein.
This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
There are about 1,000 of us.
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
This ad was made by the World Without Exploitation organization. It criticizes the 5 U.S. administration that was withholding information on the Epstein network. And also, they didn't like the fact that the Epstein files had box redaction and also gave it revealed the identity of some of these survivors. So you can say right now it's a whole bunch of heat on Pam Bondi head to release unredacted files. Just when you thought the Epstein files were released and everybody got what they want, supposedly the survivors didn't. So now there's more heat. There's more focus on the Epstein files. Not only what was dropped, these females felt like take the redaction off. Reveal who did what and who truly did what. Because if you do look on the files, there are certain names that are blanked out. You don't truly get every information. I'm not here to point, but there was a lot of names that was revealed. You can see in my other video, Jay-Z, Pusha T, President Trump, and all kinds of allegations. One thing about the files that were dropped, these files were leads to no findings. To be honest, I don't know how to feel. Maybe this was a good time to bring more heat on this allegedly files. Maybe once again you could be one of these people that look and be like, man, this might be another distraction for us to look away from certain stuff. Who knows? All I can say is it's not coincidental because as of today, Ghislaine Maxwell, she got her hearing. And that leads me to bring in this topic, Denzel hearing about the Epstein files, because this stir up a lot more drama within. Ghislaine Maxwell invoked the Fifth Amendment during the House Oversight Committee deposition on Jeffrey Epstein case. Giselle Maxine refused to answer questions during a virtual deposition before the House Oversight Committee by invoking her Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. The session, part of the bipartisan probe into the federal government handling of Jeffrey Epstein case, last under an hour with Chairman James Comer. He expressed disappointment. Her lawyer offered her full testimony exonerating Donald Trump and Bill Clinton in exchange for her clemency from President Trump. This has got to be a well-written story. I mean, this seems like a TV show, but she says she have information to exonerate Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. But the only way she'll deliver that information if she get clemency from this case. I mean, she already has been in prison. But Democrats right now, they are highly frustrated with this revelation because right now the Democrats is using it as I'm gonna say a weapon towards Trump to accuse him of being in the files, which there are numerous names in the files. You can go down to Michael Jackson, Chris Tucker. Just because your name was in the file doesn't mean that you did these heinous crimes. But a lot of Democrats right now feel like Ghislaine Maxwell is giving some of these predators allegedly off the hook.
You know, it is so, I don't really know where we are in this country. Why are we even having this conversation? The United States is falling apart right now, partially because he's going out and randomly allowing for the killings of people in the middle of the street. But the other part of it is that we have a 34 count convicted felon, and there are people that are still shielding him from any type of accountability as it relates to a child sex trafficking ring. It is time to take the blinders off. Like, I don't understand why we are pretending like any of this is normal. And I think that that is the level of frustration that so many people are bringing, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, specifically to the Epstein file situation. Because right now we know that they were willing to try to throw the Clintons in prison for not showing up, yet they won't even allow us to bring other people into committee who we know are mentioned in these files and mentioned so much more. When we went through the hearing as relates to the Clintons, I said, listen, we know that Donald Trump's name is mentioned more. Bring him in too. Like, I'm not saying that this should be partisan. This should be whoever. I want to be clear about that. This, for the Democrats, this isn't partisanship. This is about right versus wrong.
One thing I can't agree from this statement, this shouldn't be no partisan issue. It shouldn't matter if you is Republican or Democrat, especially when it comes to upholding the justice with these heinous crimes, or allegedly. And you can also say that these could be a witch hunt. These could be a witch hunt. But with these files, it's making it more fuzzy. It's making it a slippery slope. Regardless, you Democrat or Republican, you should want to see some of this come to rest with these files. Because it's starting to bleed in onto different stuff that we can just get through. She already been in jail for years. Who's went to jail? No one. But James Comer also, he's a Republican, and he feel like it's frustrating as well that they haven't got to a point
As expected, Ghislaine Maxwell took the fifth and refused to answer any questions. This is obviously very disappointing. We had many questions to ask about the crimes she and Epstein committed, as well as questions about potential co-conspirators. We sincerely want to get to the truth of the American people and justice for the survivors. That's what this investigation is about.
So you can see this part of the investigation with the Epstein files is getting increasingly disappointing and frustrating. She just said that she has the information to exonerate Bill Clinton and Donald Trump in the Epstein files only if she's granted freedom. And this is a question for anybody who watched this video. Comment your answer. Should Trump respond to this? Or what would you do if you was Trump? It's a tough one. I'm gonna say this, man. If it's information to make Bill Clinton and Trump innocent, it needs to be out there. It needs to be released. And also release the unredacted files if also that can clear up more loose ends. Give the people what they want if you're innocent. And by Ghislaine Maxwell, she basically saying they innocent, but she want her part. She want to make a negotiation for her to be freed. But regardless, this need to end. This case is going on too long. It's going on too long. We got other things to worry about. We got other things to fix. But you already know, man, this First Game Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.